Before that guy, this guy, I have this from Adidas. They're a sports company.
Yes.
And they make not just shoes, but clothing and, active wear, if you want.
Very popular in Russia.
And yes, they are. Yes, the three-stripe, man. But it's not just there, of course. It's a European thing, and they've gotten in trouble with the BBC.
Oh, Adidas?
Yeah, they did. They had a television commercial or a video commercial of some sort that featured photographs of naked boobies and has been banned for showing explicit nudity.
Well, we got to go to YouTube and look that up.
Well, it won't be on YouTube because YouTube doesn't allow nudity either. Images of the boobs of dozens of women of various skin colors, shapes, and sizes in a grid format appeared on a tweet and 2 posters. The Advertising Standards Agency found all 3 versions likely to cause widespread offense.
Oh, it's a sports bra ad.
Right. Adidas said that the adverts show just how diverse breasts are and therefore how important the correct sports bra is. They took to Twitter. We believe women's titties in all shapes and sizes deserve support and comfort.
Agreed.
Which is why our new sports bra range contains 43 styles so everyone can find the right fit for them. And then they have a link where you can go explore their deal, and the image, of course, is blurred out. A spokesweasel for Adidas UK said it stood proudly behind the message, which it continued to display on its website. The tweet was posted back in February with the words, quote, what I just did, the 43 styles thing. The 2 posters showed similar cropped images of 62 and 64 women and stated, quote, the reasons we didn't make just one new sports bra. The advertising watchdog received 24 complaints that the advertisement's use of nudity was gratuitous and objectified women by sexualizing them and reducing them to body parts. Hold on.
Fuck you!
I didn't realize that the British were so uptight about it.
Well, I didn't either.
I did not know that the United States influence on all of this was spreading over to the UK. Some people had contacted them asking whether the posters were appropriate to be on display where they could be seen by children. Oh, dear God.
Well, my problem with this is they're sexualizing
anything.
I mean,
but Adidas is, I don't think they are.
No, not Adidas. The public.
Yes.
You show a woman breastfeeding and oh God, no.
Oh,
there's the
people that
boobie.
get all worked up over it, and it becomes a problem.
Well, I don't know. I think there's way too much. You show somebody's elbow, is somebody going to get bent out of shape?
Oh, that's why we had the
a
Victorian.
naked elbow. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mind your ankles, ladies.
Ankles.
Twitter also said the post had been reported by some users, but was not found to be in breach of its terms of service. Now, the Advertising Standards Agency in the UK said it did not think the way that women were portrayed in the tweet was sexually explicit or objectified them, but it did find that the tweet was likely to be seen as explicit nudity and required careful targeting to avoid causing offense. Remember, this is all about 24 different people that complained. 24 people.
Yeah. Why?
It decided the posters were not suitable for use in untargeted media where they could be seen by children. Now, Adidas UK said the images were intended to reflect and celebrate different shapes and sizes, illustrate diversity, and demonstrate why tailored support bras were important. I get that. They said the images had been cropped to protect the identity of the models. So it's just,
right.
Neck to navel, basically.
It is.
They said the images being cropped like that to protect those models, and all the models had volunteered to be in the ad and were supportive of its aims.
Yeah, well.
So, pipe down, Meemaw. It's okay. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
If you want to go see it, go to the Twitter feed for Adidas and you'll see it.
Well, I looked online and
it's on their website too. So.
In Google, they've got the ad. It's all pixelated.
Right.
On Google. But the thing is, there's nothing. I mean, it's just, it's like bellies and boobs.
Uh-huh.
And it's I'm assuming it's just showing the different shapes and sizes.
It's the name of my new album.
Bellies and boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Or the name of the new afternoon show when it shows back up.
there you go.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there it is.
Do you have the ad?
Yeah. Controversial Adidas ad. Mm-hmm. Oh, go away. Yeah, there it is.
That's it.
There's just a clip from it. And it's just,
What's the big deal?
I know.
Nice rack.
I mean, it's
what it is. Christ almighty.
And actually, I mean, they're all different.
Well, of course they are.
They're all
Everybody's
very
different.
different,
Everybody's
and-
different.
I don't have a problem with this. I don't think it's sexual.
No.
I'm not turned on by it. I'm actually kind of turned off by that one.
Well, there is that.
Well, I can see her rib cage.
Have a sandwich. Speaking of boobs. Ahead of
What
that guy,
did he do?
There's this guy. Well, actually, these guys. It's a panel of judges in the UK
Uh-huh.
have ruled that calling a man bald is sexual harassment, or as they would say, harassment.
What?
Yes. Each of the three judges overseeing the North Yorkshire Tribunal themselves suffer from hair loss and concluded that using the word bald to describe someone is a form of discrimination.
We gonna call him hairless? Let's do that now.
One of the judges pointed to the fact that baldness is more prevalent among men than women, making it a form of prejudice.
Shut the fuck up.
According to reports, the judges also moaned about their own baldness during the hearing, which the paper points out basically suggests commenting on a man's baldness at work is the same as remarking on the size of a woman's hooters.
No, it is not. Oh, my God.
The judges decided on the ruling during a case brought by an electrician by the name of Tony Finn, who was fired from the British Bung Company. I'm not making that up, B-U-N-G. He was a hole maker, I guess, in May of last year after almost 24 years on the job. Now, Finn, who will now be compensated, took the Yorkshire-based company to a court claiming that he had been the victim of sexual harassment.
Bull crap.
He cited an incident that took place back in 2019 with factory supervisor Jamie King claiming that his remarks about the appearance crossed the line. Finn and King's entanglement almost broke into violence, and during their run-in, King, who is nearly 30 years younger than Finn, called him a bald cunt.
Well, he probably is.
The court heard that they don't have a problem with that word, but they do with bald.
Yeah.
The court heard that Finn feared for his personal safety and after the incident and wasn't a fan of having his personal appearance slated. The head judge, if you'll pardon the expression, Jonathan Brain, not making that up,
Really?
then decided that King's comments weren't just insulting, but harassment. The tribunal found in summary, quote, "We have little doubt that being referred to in this pejorative manner was unwanted conduct as far as Mr. Finn was concerned. This is strong language. Mr. King crossed the line by making remarks personal to the claimant about his appearance." Quote, "In our judgment, there is a connection between the word bald and on the one hand and the protected characteristic of sex on the other. We find it to be inherently related to sex."
Gender or sex?
Sexual harassment.
Yeah, bullshit.
The court's ruling also pointed to an older case in which a man was taken to court for commenting on the size of a female colleague's hooters.
That shouldn't be taken to court.
The court said, quote, "It is much more likely that a person on the receiving end of a comment such as that, which was made in that case, would be female. So, too, it is much more likely that a person on the receiving end of a remark such as that made by Mr. King would be male."
Oh, my God.
Quote, "The tribunal therefore determines that by referring to the claimant as a bald cunt, Mr. King's conduct was a violation of the claimant's dignity. It created an intimidating environment for him. It was done for that purpose, and it related to the claimant's sex.
Okay.
And that's all I have on it.
So, is the guy bald?
Yes.
Okay. Check. Box number 1.
Yes.
Is he a cunt? Probably so.
Probably.
So, what did he say that was wrong?
He called him he put the two words together and said, oh, that's sexual harassment now. Because it's inherent, the baldness inherently happens amongst men. Inherently.
Hey,
that's correct.
I know it does, but I know women with alopecia.
Yes, or
hair or male pattern hair loss.
Yes. Yeah, pattern hair loss. It does happen in women. It doesn't happen often,
women.
but it does. It's a thing, yes. So if I referred to a woman, hey, let's bring Chris Rock into this discussion.
Oh, yeah. Let's do.
Was that sexual harassment?
No.
No, it was not.
No. That's what is happening in the world?
This was not in the U.S. This was in the UK.
Yeah, I know what's happening in the world. This is stupid.
And then they had to make comparisons to titties. Really? That's what they did.
Just because your head looks like a boob doesn't mean you have to act like one.
You have a shaved head or a bald head. Your pate is you're chrome domed, whatever you are.
We no longer refer to them as bald.
No, we will refer to them as
that
bald motherfucker over there.
That hairless man. Hairless.
That would assume that he's completely and totally devoid of hair under his pits and around his ass.
I don't care. He's hairless as far as I'm concerned. The hairless wonder. That's what he will be called from now on.
That was my nickname in college. So when the police come after a crime has been committed and they ask a witness to describe the assailant or the suspect in this thing, and you go, yeah, it's that bald motherfucker. You can't say that.
You can't say bald.
Oh, that's harassment, you see. Now the suspect can sue you because you referred to him as bald. Or as opposed to saying, that lady right over there, one with the big hooters, she.
Right.
Oh, that's just as sexually discriminate, you see.
That's not. It's not.
I know. I see. Yeah. Yeah. So, and these judges, all three of them suffering from hair loss, are going, yeah, poor pitiful me. Now, had there been a woman in that tribunal, I don't think it wouldn't have come out that way. There would have been a dissenting vote. Now, if there were two women and there were three judges, so if there were two women and one guy, and he was bald, he'd be outvoted.
Yeah. If I was there, he'd be outvoted.
Because any of the women that are listening to this show right now would hear this, and they would agree with us, I think.
Well, likewise, people could can't comment about my long hair. That's sexual harassment.
Is it? Because women have long hair too.
I know, but generally,
not all of them,
right?
But generally,
right?
Yeah.
No, that's just a stretch.
Yeah. Oh, you with the mustache? Me or this lady I'm standing next to?
Yeah, because I saw one in a car.
I did too.
She had a mustache.
Yeah, I was at a thing a couple of weeks back and saw one. Hey, yeah. You want to borrow my razor?